Hello, I am Archivist Aaron, and welcome to my study. And today, we are back once more to The Walking Dead, the fourth game, or the final season, as they call it. Which was still kind of confusing. Another weird thing about the third game that I just thought of is that they called it The Walking Dead, the Final Frontier or something? Or what was it? Next Frontier? Something Frontier. I don't remember what they called this. New Frontier. I think that was it. It was some kind of frontier thing. It was the cult. They were called that. And so, you got Season 1, Season 2, New Frontier, final season. Like, the third game just kind of stands out in weird ways for a lot of reasons. So, yeah, I don't know what was going on with that third game, but it was kind of a fever dream, if you ask me. But, fun story, I woke up like 20 minutes ago because it was one of those like fragmented mornings where you wake up a couple times throughout the morning and then because you went to sleep so close to your alarm, you're in too deep a sleep to wake up to it by the time it happens. So yeah, I woke up at like 5 and then went back to sleep, and then my alarm was at 8, so I guess I hit like REM sleep right as the alarm was supposed to happen, and I just slept through it. Or maybe I was in such a like disjointed state that I woke up, turned off the alarm, and then went back to sleep. I don't know. But yeah, so here we are though. Luckily I woke up in time. What's weird though is I actually think I had a dream last night of waking up at like 11:30 and completely missing the time I was supposed to stream. But then I actually woke up at 10:40 and only almost missed the time I was supposed to stream. So, very weird. Very, very odd. But I did manage to get up, get this all set up, go to the bathroom, get food, get water, and get here in like 20 minutes. So, good for me. We're all ready. So, I will have to eat my food though at some point during the stream, so I'll probably just wait for like cinematic parts and just mute the mic and secretly be back here eating. Uh, and then probably miss some like quick time event because I'm sitting here trying to eat and the game is just like, think fast, It happens a lot. So we'll get back into it. That's something to worry about. No, I am not at the point for doing ASMR just yet. We'll we'll deal with that later. But let's see. Oh, and there's only 4 episodes in here. I didn't actually look at this before. But yeah, there's in the other ones there was 5 episodes. So that might be why each episode is longer, because there's only 4 of them. So they have to make each one like an hour longer to compensate. I don't know. Well, we'll just go for episode 3 and start.
Previously on The Walking Dead.
Yes, previously.
While searching for a place to call home, AJ and I found an old boarding school run by kids deep in the forest. Their leader was a guy named Marlon, and AJ pulled the trigger. I
Well, that's
told
not the full
AJ
context,
he was
but
justified
yes.
for killing him. The other kids didn't see it that way. They voted to kick us out. I thought we'd never return. Then, AJ and I were attacked by Abel, one of the raiders Marlon had given the twins to. He was with someone I thought I'd never see again. Lily. We were almost eaten by walkers when suddenly one of them spoke to me. His name was James, an ex-whisperer who didn't believe in killing walkers. He helped me treat AJ, but without real medicine, he wouldn't make it. The kids didn't turn away the sad sight of AJ and let us back inside. After I told them how we could defend the school against the raiders, they were willing to let us stay, at least until the fight. I decided to help Violet in the bell tower. We looked at the stars together. Violet is a great friend. Those are rare. Then the raiders finally came. They busted open our gates, but the kids stayed hidden as planned. Until 10 ran out of cover, hoping for a chance to learn about his missing sisters. The bomb went off, and attempting to save 10, Mitch threw himself at Lily and got a knife to the throat. With only a second to decide, I fired and saved Violet. They got away with 3 of our friends, and we had no idea where they'd gone. But we knew someone who did.
Interrogation time? It's my second favorite time. And is this going to be like a torture investigation type thing? Or interrogation? Or are we going to just ask him some questions? Like losers. Depends on me, probably. Yeah, sorry about that one again. I really thought there would be a different target to shoot at, so.
At the start, I was so little, and Mitch looked after me.
To be fair, I don't know if I would have even saved him if I'd aimed at her,
But
so.
he was always nice to me. Now he's gone. Stabbed in the eye by some asshole who never even knew his name.
Look, I promise you, Willie, the people who did this, we're going to hit them back.
Yeah,
They're gonna regret ever coming near us.
that's right.
If Mitch were here, he wouldn't cry. He'd find a way to get our friends back.
That's true.
Bash Lily's brains out with a rock.
Hey, AJ's waiting for you in the basement. We got Abel tied up tight. He's alive, but
Oh,
he's
I was gonna
out
say,
cold.
why in the basement?
Thanks.
But that's probably because our hostage is down there.
We should bury Mitch. It's time.
We actually have a shovel this time to do it. So, you know, improvements. People may be dead and kidnapped, but you
Get
know
away
what?
from him! You're the reason he's dead!
Willie!
Well, it's true! We had
I mean,
a plan
that's
and that
not
idiot
true.
messed it up!
Come on, Willie, none of this is Ten's fault. You know who's really to blame.
I can't believe you're defending him! This is bullshit!
10! I'll take care of this. Talk to Abel, find out where Lily took Lewis, Omar, and a sim. And Clem, don't be afraid to, you know, hurt him a little. Maybe you'll get more out of him than we did.
Don't worry, I am not afraid to hurt him a little. I'm not even afraid to hurt him a lot. We'll see how this goes. I mean, he's been kind of a jerk since the start of this, so I think I'm fully justified to do whatever the heck I want to him. Oh, already torturing him with the
Got your
sound
gun
of the
back, huh?
revolver?
Uh-huh.
No bullets, though. Sad.
Still want dibs?
It's different like this, with them all broken.
True.
But I still hate him.
Ready?
Ooh. I mean, drench him in what? I feel like, I don't know. I don't feel like drenching him would be all that bad. Maybe slapping him would be the best option. Yeah, let's go with that.
The fuck?
Salutations.
Well, that ain't no way to wake an old man up from his afternoon nap. I was having a nice dream, too. About a girl I used to know.
Well, I'm glad I interrupted it.
before. She also had me tied up, but I wasn't her prisoner, if you get my meaning. No offense, but I'd rather go back to my dream, so if you don't mind.
Well, I am endeavoring to misappropriate some information from you,
Damn it,
so...
Sword. Easy on the broken parts.
I don't like your voice.
Well, I'm real sorry about that, but it's the only one I got.
Cool it, AJ.
We haven't even
I'm willing
asked
to
him a
talk,
question
But
yet.
it's justified.
Maybe, but follow my lead.
You never done this before, have you?
Well, you gotta ask him a question first before you start beating him up too much. I slapped him to wake him up and set the mood of the engagement, but then I need to actually ask him a question. Then we do the punching.
You and the devil child just making it up as you go along.
No, I know what I'm doing.
Don't make this harder than it needs to be, okay? I just want to know where Lily took my people.
It doesn't matter. As soon as she gets there, she's gonna turn around and come right back for me.
Is she? Does she even know you're
Need a
alive?
5-star treatment. If I'm smiling when she gets here, you might be able to trade me for a little mercy.
Now we start beating him up.
Shit. Jesus! The fuck is wrong with you?
Well, you didn't give me an answer. So...
That ain't 5-star.
Tell us where they took our friends, or she'll do it again.
Oh no, I'll do much worse.
Lily will never give him up.
That's not an answer.
The only reason we came here was for more manpower. Losing Jonathan and me for 3 sprouts that can barely hold a gun. Even a dummy like me can do the math on that one.
You know, that was what I was thinking, is that they really got a bad deal out of this. I mean, one guy got shot in the leg with an arrow. Another one got slammed with the swinging log trap. And then I think Lily got injured in some ways. And then this guy broke his leg. And we're probably going to kill him. So it's like, really, that is a net loss. Even if they got everyone in this camp, that would have just been a net loss on their part for manpower. Especially because none of us are going to be willing to go along with them and actually fight for them. So that it just doesn't make sense.
We're gonna get him back.
You don't know what it's like out there. It's a bloodbath. One community against another. From Richmond to the coast. Back at the Delta.
Still be an
World
asset? I disagree. He's just like how we wouldn't be very happy working for them. He wouldn't ever be happy working for us. So I don't think we need to keep him alive. And he's kind of a jerk face, so I don't like him.
Or with some really sick fucks who make me look like the Virgin Mary. We need people to fight it. Soldiers who do what we say. Point the guns the way we tell them to. You little turds are supposed to be easy pickings.
That's called kidnapping.
Give it whatever name you want. I call it survival.
What kind of place is this Delta if they use forced labor to defend it?
You think we like doing raids like this? Our home
Yes.
is under threat. It's a good home. Built to last. I do a lot to protect it. Maybe you can understand that.
And I do a lot to get my friends back, so stop wasting my time.
Okay. Front pocket. The answer to all your questions.
Which front pocket? When you have a coat and pants, there's technically 4
Read it.
pockets on there that are near the front.
Whatsoever parteth the hoof and is cloven-footed, and cheweth the cud among the beasts, that shall ye eat. What the fuck? Is this code?
No, it's fucking Leviticus.
Yeah, and it's... I mean, I think that's King James version, which is why it has all the yees.
I was hoping it'd be some timely, moralistic shit about turning the other cheek. Well, come
Yeah,
on.
that's...
That thing isn't gonna light itself. Wanna know where your friends are? Smoke will clear my mind.
Oh, I know how to clear your mind.
Help me remember stuff.
Hmm. I, I'm
Back where
guessing I
Lily
can,
went.
like...
Come on, kid.
I mean, why would he need to remember anything? It's his own base. He should know exactly where it is because he's been going from there to here multiple times. So I'm not going to be buying into all his BS. And I'm especially not going to let him smoke. I mean, first of all, this is an enclosed area. You don't want to smoke in a basement. That's just bad for everyone involved. And we're not going to be getting lung cancer being near him, so...
Don't make me wait all day.
Here you go. You want to smoke? Have a smoke.
I'm out of patience, Abel. Tell me where Lily went. Now!
See, and you're already coughing.
That's a lot of blood.
You should probably tell me where Lily went.
This is not good.
He's gonna die, isn't he?
I hope so.
We have medicine. We can still patch him up.
I don't think so. When you pushed me off that balcony, something must have burst inside of me. No medicine can fix this.
Let's see. Blunt force trauma from a fall. Doesn't seem like he has bone damage other than his leg. Head damage wouldn't cause internal bleeding like that. If it's bleeding, if it's blood that he's coughing up, it's probably the stomach or something stomach adjacent. It could have possibly been that he had something like appendicitis that was then burst due to the blunt impact, but I don't know if that would have gotten the blood into his respiration or stomach where he would be able to cough it up. And really coughing it up would probably be blood in the lungs, which means that possibly he has a broken rib that we don't know about, that he hasn't told us about, and that might have punctured a lung, you know, in a not very severe way, causing bleeding inside the lung. That could be causing the coughing up blood, which is not something we are prepared to handle. But yeah, other than that, I can't really think of what else would have been damaged like that.
Shit. I never wanted things to end like this. Everything. It all got out of hand.
You know, I can't help but notice that you haven't
I'm a
told
fucking
us what we
mess.
want to know.
Will he turn?
No. My whole life, everything I ever got, I got with my own two hands.
Good for you. Now, where's
And my
Lily?
will. For my body to turn on me, to take control. I'll tell you where to find Lily. Just promise. You won't let me turn.
Sure thing, buddy.
I'm begging you.
If you're honest with me, I'll put you out of your misery. You have my word.
Okay, we have a boat. We're docked a few miles west of here, at an old fishing pier. Your friends are on the boat.
Yeah, and once the boat leaves,
You got what you wanted.
okay.
Please.
I guess their entire camp
Pick
just
up
lives on
with
that
those
boat.
things. Please. I don't want to turn.
Sure thing. I did tell you I would, so.
Not that. I want to let me keep my face.
Oh yeah, because it's such a looker.
You don't need to watch this.
I want to.
Alright, AJ. Based AJ. All right, good job.
At least he can't hurt anyone anymore.
Yeah.
Torture man in front of him? Yeah, I did. AJ's getting some good life experience.
Come on. We have a boat to find.
That we do. That we do. Good job, AJ. He's doing great, I'm sure.
Sometimes I don't know where this dirty road is taking me.
Although I would have asked for the location of the base, not just the location of the boat. Because who knows if they'll leave before we get there. And then we just get to the dock and there'd be nothing. So, I don't know. Maybe he knows for sure they'll still be there. I'm not sure. Plus, I suppose if you're taking a boat to get back to the base, it's probably not somewhere you can just describe where it is. Or maybe they have a map to the base at the boat dock. I don't know. We'll just have to see.
Once we find the boat, we'll look for a way to sneak on board.
Yeah, if 10 doesn't fuck it up this time.
It wasn't Tin's fault.
Yes, it was! Mitch died because he...
Say one more thing about Tin. I dare you.
Guys, look.
You see anything?
The beach, a boat, and a wood street in the water.
That's called a pier.
Pier.
Okay, let's spread out and focus on those areas. Keep your heads low.
It would be either a pier or a dock. I don't know if I would call it a pier because it's probably not that big. So I don't know exactly what the difference is. Am I supposed to spy on them? I can't go any further.
You ever seen this boat before?
No. Marlin kept us confined to the safe zone.
Yeah, that loser Marlin. Peer review.
Pier leading up to the boat? It's our only way in and out.
Well,
Yeah, it's a
let's see what else is
peer-reviewed
down there.
study. They take the study down to the pier and have the pier itself review it.
The pier has plenty of cover on it. If we're careful, we can sneak in undetected. There are a few on deck, a couple others on the pier. Could be more inside.
Looks like they're well
Probably
armed,
more
too.
inside. Those seem like those are just the guards. Because we don't see Lily anywhere.
Wait, I see Lewis.
Abel wasn't lying. This is it.
I can see an entrance.
I saw that too. It looks like there's a door at the other end.
There's a small opening at the top of those closed doorways. AJ and I know how to deal with those.
Grappling hook. Oh.
I don't see any obvious place to keep prisoners.
They're probably below deck. We should have asked Abel.
When he said on a boat, I didn't think it'd be this big.
Yeah, that's definitely more like a ship than a boat. It's the SS something Fitzgerald. Nice. That's a good boat name. What else are we looking for? Rocks. Oh.
There's no good cover leading up to the boat. We're gonna need one hell of a distraction.
Walkers!
Wow. How convenient. It's almost like somebody's, you know, directing the walkers where to go.
Maybe if we could get walkers on the beach somehow.
Maybe not as hard as you'd think.
Yeah, we know someone who can do that. And or we could probably do that.
Find anything over here?
They have horses.
Let me see.
Horses.
If we cut those horses free, we could slow down anyone trying to chase us.
True.
Are those torches?
Why would they
I
have
think
torches
so.
burning in the middle of the day?
Could be easy fire. Setting the hay on fire would get their attention. Scare the horses, too.
We could get on the boat easier that way.
Or ambush them.
Anything useful?
Looks like building material. Furniture. Probably stuff from the train station.
Sheet metal, wood, and quite a bit of it.
We should have that stuff.
More torches.
Torches?
We could use the fire.
Once again, it's the middle of the day.
Yeah.
Why are they burning their torches right now? That's just inefficient. What else is there to look at? Grass. Oh. There are more over here. Okay.
They're loading those rafts with supplies.
I could cut those loose and just ride them downriver. Easy.
We should get out of here before they spot us. We can talk through the plan once we're somewhere safe.
Agreed. Also, if you're suggesting to light arrows on fire, that is a lot more difficult in practice than it is in theory.
What's the
Because,
plan?
you know, arrows move so quickly that they usually put out any
They've
fire
got
that you
guards posted
have on
the
them.
pier and the boat. There's no way.
Although there is, I think they're just called, like, bucket-headed arrows or something, where they have, like, a chamber inside the arrowhead that you can fill with really flammable materials, and sometimes those can block the wind enough that it'll still be lit when it touches down. Or, of course, there are arrows that you can have, like, a chemical reaction in, and air won't be able to put out a chemical fire, so those also could work, but I don't think we have either of those really
We can
available.
take them all at once. Our only hope is to distract them while we sneak on board.
We should burn their stuff.
That'd work. We could burn the supplies or the hay they keep for the horses.
Whatever we don't burn, we should take. Ruby
We don't
would
really
love to
need-
have the horses. But I read
Okay. Horses would be very nice. Although they're a lot of maintenance too. Because, like, I mean, they're animals. We're going to need to find them food consistently and all that. So I don't know how useful horses would be in the long term. So a car is cheaper. That is true. But I mean, for a decent sized colony, horses are good, but it's just our colony is very small. I don't think we'd have the manpower to take care of horses. Or at least it wouldn't be worth having the horses with the amount of manpower we'd need to devote to it. Because, you know, one or two people could probably take care of a few horses, but you know, finding food for them and everything would be difficult. We're already having enough trouble finding food for ourselves. So, I don't know. But what would we use the supplies for? Because we already have walls. Unless, and hopefully won't be needing to make more traps. So overall, I don't think the supplies are going to help us all that much. But the horses would let us range out further and make us safer from zombies. So in theory, that would be more useful in the long run, especially for getting ourselves food. So I guess maybe burn the supplies, unless the supplies has food in it, but I don't think it does.
Gotta steal those supplies. I can build traps.
He could build traps and weapons, that is true. Yeah, and definitely burning the hay would have a bigger effect on them giving chase after we escape. So that is something to consider about it. I think I'm just biased because I like horses, so but we're gonna burn the hay.
Yeah, we'll steal their supplies and burn the hay as our distraction. If you're going to steal from the rafts, you have to do it carefully.
Wouldn't do it any other way.
The fire will lure the raiders away from the boat, and we can sneak across the pier.
If anyone sees us, they'll shoot.
That's true.
You remember that guy I told you about, James? He sent in walkers to save us from Lily and Abel. Maybe we could convince him to do it again. If we lead a big enough group of them onto the beach, we can blend in without being seen.
Well, that's true, but they're probably gonna be shooting the zombies too, so I don't know if that's
Perfect.
going to help too much, but we could get
What
very
about after
close
we get
without
everyone home?
them noticing we're not
The raiders
zombies.
will just come attack us again. What then?
Hide, quick!
In some firewood, possibly.
A raider. Has to be. You all stay here. I'll see if they know anything that could help us.
This seems like a risky idea. I mean, it would be nice to take them out, but at the same time, if we're still a few hours away from when we attack, we shouldn't be, you know, assailing some of their people that might go back and tell them. And even if we kill them here, they're going to notice they're gone and then see that they were assassinated. So I kind of feel like none of it is good. But I suppose we're doing this.
Drop it.
Ooh, we'll get an axe.
Where do you keep the people you steal? I don't know what you're... I'm not fucking around. Answer the question. The boiler deck.
Oh. This is, either Minerva or What's-Her-Face, right? That's what I would assume. Because of her age and everything like that. It very much seems like this is going to be one of the missing people that were, you know, sent off last year.
Second deck. They're all there. Clementine, wait. That's Minnie.
I told you. See, I have a sense about these things.
After the attack, I wasn't sure. I mean, I heard they burned half your school down.
They did.
Survived. Ruby, Mitch, Brody. 10.
Ruby and
2 out of
Timmy.
4 ain't bad.
Mitch didn't. And Brody, she died.
10's boots holding up okay?
His boots?
They're so old, they're more holes than rubber. I duct taped him up the last time I saw him, but that was a while ago. His boots are fine. You're Clementine. The girl who took over after Marlon died.
That's true. That's me.
Weird. I thought everyone would want to lean on their own.
I mean, technically, I did take charge, but I'm not in charge. I would say Violet is more in charge.
Not the new kid. Violet's the one in charge. Really? The Violet I knew could barely stand to talk to people, let alone play class president. You're the one who convinced the school to fight back.
I mean,
Where
yeah,
I'm standing, that puts you in charge.
that's fair.
Your leadership is going to get my little brother killed. Excuse me? Abel figured he could talk Marlin into handing everyone over like he and Lily did, but like they did before. You ruined the whole plan.
Yeah, because it wasn't a good plan.
He gave you and Sophie away.
Yeah, and we all survived it. Marlin would have never made them fight the way you did. He wouldn't have gotten people killed.
Minnie, you're wrong. Clem protected us.
He wouldn't have gotten people killed. He murdered Brody. What?
It's true.
Where's Sophie? Is she alive?
She died protecting the Delta. A hero.
Yeah, wouldn't have made them fight, huh?
A hero? God, you...
Minerva!
Shit.
Rockingham! Finish up and head back. I want to be in before dark.
Yes, ma'am. Our boat leaves for the Delta in 2 days.
Man, they're
And
sitting
it'll
here a
be
long
couple
time.
weeks before we can come back for the rest of you. When we do, don't fight. The only way you're gonna save your people is to let us take them. I'm serious. Don't fight this.
I don't know. I kind of want to fight it, but
It's not too late, Minnie. You could come back to the school with us. No. No, I couldn't.
you didn't even take any of your firewood.
Are you okay?
Nothing's changed.
True.
Our plan is to get onto the boat and save our friends. So that's what we're gonna do.
You all should head home. Start getting things ready. Get everyone caught up on the plan.
Everyone except 10. I warned you.
Enough, both of you. AJ and I will go find James.
Good luck.
So I don't know. This plan seems a bit iffy. Hopefully it goes well.
So, how many walkers do you think James will help us get? 15? 100? 1,000?
I'd like 1,000.
Clem, I don't... Ow.
Gunshot wound.
It feels like someone pinched me from inside.
Here, let's rest a second.
Clem, I keep thinking. When Willie said all that stuff about Tin before, I got so mad. He was being mean, and Tin wasn't even there to defend himself. I wanted to hurt him. I know I shouldn't, but I just can't stop thinking about it. I want to just punch his head. I tried breathing, kicking rocks. I don't like this feeling.
Yeah,
Wanting to hurt
let it
somebody.
pass. It's fine.
I know it's hard, AJ, but thoughts like that, they go away. You just have to give it time.
Waiting's hard. I'm just thinking too much. Like, I think I'm mad at Tin too. Running out of cover when Lily attacked the school was really stupid. But
Yeah.
he just doesn't know stuff like we do. And then Willie started yelling at him instead of helping him learn. Why don't the other kids know all the stuff we know? When there's a plan, you have to follow it. And when you yell at someone, it just makes them not listen.
Well, why don't we teach them? They're smart. Someone just has to show them what to do.
It's true.
Yeah. I want Tim to know how to be safe. We can show them how to be smart, like us. It's weird that people are so different.
It is Erickson's boarding school for troubled youth.
Troubled youth? Trouble like bad? So they did bad things? Why?
Okay, sometimes they do them because bad things happen to them.
That's true.
I knew a doctor once, back when you were just a baby. He called it trauma. You have some too, you know. The thing where people can't walk up behind you.
I don't like my trauma. I want to get it off of me.
I mean, that's a bit
How do I
easier
get
said
rid
than
of it?
done.
I don't even like the way the word sounds.
It's really, really hard to do by yourself. A lot of people can't without some help.
Yeah, you gotta work through
From a
it.
doctor?
Long process.
Sure, but those are rare these days.
Or like the school, right? It was supposed to help with people's trauma.
Yeah, it was. And now they help each other.
I mean, I think the school is more, you know, secluded area for people to get rid of kids that weren't behaving correctly. You know, is one more of those things instead of actually a place that is made to help people. But yeah, you know, same difference, I guess.
I still like them. I like Tin the most, I think. Even if he does dumb things. Actually, I think he's my first real friend.
Oh yeah? I thought I was your first real friend.
Well, yeah, but you don't count. You're old.
That's fair.
I'm not.
Fine. He's my second first real friend.
Tis a zombo. Okay, you know, if we're trying to get this guy to help us, we're going to need to not kill these zombies.
I don't see James. Just monsters.
James?
You're hurt.
Did the raiders do this?
It looked like they had people from your school.
They did.
Why are you here?
Those people you saw? We're going to save them. But to do that, we need your help moving some walkers.
I could maybe help, but my mask is still in the camp, inside my bag. I can't pass through a herd without it.
Okay, then let's go get it.
Please, I just ask that you don't kill them. The walkers. If you distract them, I can sneak over and find my mask.
Distract all of them?
Please.
I'll
I mean, once again, they're not
try.
that fast. If we just, you know, make some noise and then run away from them, they can't catch up. Because, I don't know if you've ever played Project Zomboid, but in that game, it's pretty, you know, evident when you can just walk away from the zombies. I mean, they're still dangerous, mainly because getting them to forget about you is the hard part. You know, you can distract them, you can lead them over somewhere, but getting them to forget is very difficult because they will follow you and then they will break down all the doors and windows in any place they last saw you, and you're not really safe anywhere unless you kill them or find a place without zombies and just run the heck away from them. And yeah, it is a huge map. I was just playing that a little bit yesterday, I think. It's a pretty fun game. Although it is kind of difficult for me to play because, you know, it's like one of those things that just doesn't have a end goal, you know? So I kind of sit there and I'm like, what am I supposed to do? You know? Plus getting it up off the ground is just difficult, you know, because you need to start out, you need to find good clothing, you need a backpack, you need food, water, you need a weapon, and you need to do all of that without attracting too many zombies, or, you know, you'll get into that loop of, oh, I don't have a good enough weapon to kill the zombies, but I can't just run from the zombies, and eventually they'll just wear you down because they don't need food or water and you do. So if you can never really lose them, you're in a bad situation. All right, but we gotta beat up some zombies here. All right, come here. Oh, of course it once again did the thing that you can't press E if they're slightly behind an object. So we're gonna need to avoid all objects and I guess let the enemies come to us. Okay, because there's those two, and then those ones are a bit further away. So I guess we'll keep these guys occupied. Oh, but there's an invisible wall here. Nope. How does a bat, the OP weapon of choice, break in that game? Well, you see, a bat is a physical object, and when you smack it against things about 24 times, it eventually gets damaged. You know? It happens. But yeah, bats are pretty good. And what I could do next time I start a game of that is I could start with like the little starter pack. And that gives you a bat right off the, well, right off the bat, they would say. Okay, you need to get away from that rock. Thank you. Okay, now they're all behind me, and I can't move any further this way. Yeah, so how long do I have to distract them, and where's the exit point? Because there is no direction I can run. I guess I just need to loop them, and that's it. So I take out these two. Then I can take out these ones. And then I'm guessing the scene will just end if I distract the zombies long enough. Sprint this way. Got their attention. We'll just keep looping them. Okay, we did it.
How long I can keep this up? Did you find your mask?
I can't find it. The horses must have... There!
Oh, shit.
We have to run.
Hey, over here!
Good job, AJ. AJ's fast. I trust him.
The cart. If I push it, the noise will draw them away.
Is it queuing time? Yeah, go look at that.
AJ, are you okay?
Yeah, no bites.
I know it would have been easier to kill them.
True.
You're kind. I appreciate it. Really.
I only did it for you. I don't care about the zombies.
Thank you for helping me get this back.
What was that he had in his hand? No, it hasn't been long enough, has it? No. Because the only thing that I could think of, because it looked like a card that was in a little plastic container to like keep it in mint condition or something. And the first thing my mind went to was, what if this is the kid that in the last game my dude like signed that baseball card for him and he was like, I'll get $20 for this, you know? But I don't think it's been enough time for that kid to have grown up to this point.
Now, how will walkers save your friends?
They're being held captive on a boat not too far from here. We can't sneak on board without cover, not without the raiders gunning us down.
You want to use walkers to hide? To sneak on board their ship? That's insane.
It's pretty insane.
Only chance.
Or we could just use the walkers if we get enough of them to swarm the
I have
ship.
something I need you to see, so you can understand what you're asking.
James.
We still need his help, right?
Yeah.
We do.
And I didn't kill any of your zombie friends, so you know I already know what you're asking, or what I'm asking.
It's safe. Just a little further.
This place looks nice. Kind of run down, but you know, nice enough. Let's go look around a bit. Well, what else is around here? Not much, it looks like. There's wind chimes inside. Oh, it's a salt lake. We've had trouble with those
What's
before.
This?
It's called a salt lick.
Do not lick it. The name is...
Salt lick? Ugh, sounds gross. Or maybe it's actually good, like chips. Those are salty, right?
Whatever you do, don't lick it. It tastes horrible.
She would
man,
know.
How do you know? Did you lick it?
I don't know.
You're like, I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, not our best moment. Alright, dude, what's this all about? Why are we here?
My people, my former people, they had a practice. They called it collecting.
Oh, that is what she said to Lee, yeah. That's a few.
They use them as a weapon. I do this to protect them. I know it sounds strange, but that's why I brought you here. To see them as I do. As people.
As people?
Well, not people exactly, but something in between. Part of us is still in there.
True.
Deep down. So few of us die anymore. We turn.
I mean, I'm sure he... If I say he can't prove that, maybe he will prove it. But yeah, it also sounds kind of like a purgatory type situation, and I do not approve of that. But I think that saying you can't prove that will make him try to prove it, and I would like to see any proof that he has.
Not dead, not alive.
Well, you can't prove that, James. Look, I've heard some weird things, but walkers having a soul?
Like I said, I know how it sounds.
Do you really think there's people inside of monsters?
Somewhere.
Well, some
Yes.
people are monsters, so...
Think about it this way. Has someone you cared about turned?
Yes.
Clem's friend, Lee. She let him. 'Cause he was too important to her.
Do you really think there's nothing left of who he was?
Yes.
No, he's gone. Even if his body is still moving, there's nothing left. Just a walker.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
I mean, the mom person had just turned and was going to attack her own baby. Like, that in and of itself shows that not only does none of your personality stay around, because she would have never done anything to hurt the child, but also none of your instincts stick around. Your entire, like, mental chemistry just flips, because maternal instinct would have stopped her from attacking or hurting her child at all. So it completely overrode everything that she cared about. And even Lee would have attacked us in a zombified state. I'm fairly certain. So I'm pretty sure not much survives. Something might, but it must be repressed somewhere in their mind that we can't really get to. But obviously they're not mindless. They're still using the same brain as when they were alive, because if you take out the brain, they die. So obviously there's something to do with that, happens.
I lived among walkers.
It is
for
kind of a
years.
relief, yeah.
Still
I would
do,
not
in a
want
way.
to be left in there
When they're
as a
alone.
walker.
They're harmless. Innocent.
And I get that. I mean, the zombies are
want my
really
help?
only...
I need you to try and walk with them.
The zombies are really only a threat if there are humans around. The zombies won't go out of their way to harm each other. So really, he is correct in that way.
Then tell me if you really believe they're just monsters.
They are just monsters. They're not people or friends. Clem,
She'll be safe, I promise.
this isn't smart. It's too dangerous.
Lewis would do it for us.
He would.
Yeah, I guess.
Plus, I've walked among zombies before. I think we'll be fine. Also, you did sterilize this, right?
The
I mean-
first rule is never go alone.
We only
I'm
have one
not
mask.
leaving you. I'll be right back.
Check the windows.
I will.
Don't let fear take over.
I will. I promise.
The mask will disguise your scent, but be gentle and be quiet. Touch the wind chime. You'll see.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing you need to avoid is freaking out. So, just don't be doing that, and you'll be fine. I mean, sure, they're attracted to
Whoa,
noise,
hey
but
there, kiddo.
I don't think that really says anything
It's all
about
right.
any
I'm
kind
fine.
of
See?
personality
No
in there.
bites.
No bites.
So, do you still think they're just monsters? Now that you've seen them at peace.
Now, here's the thing. I feel like myself that they're still just monsters because they're, I mean, as I said, they're attracted to sound, which is, you know, a thing, but that's still just an instinctual thing to help them find humans, to find, food. So, in the end, that isn't any evidence of any kind of like real brain power. It's just an instinctual movement because they're pretty much humans that have regressed to animalistic form, in at least in mental capacity, because they simply wander and eat, and that's it. That's all that's left in their brain, which actually makes a lot of sense because the brainstem is the part that or at least it's one of the parts of the brain that controls a lot of the unconscious movements, like the heart beating, the blood moving, and some instinctual things. Like, wanting to eat is partially, I believe, uh, done by the brain stem. And actually, the brain stem is significantly more durable than the rest of the brain. So, in theory, if the rest of their brain is like either rotted away or just not in use, then it would make sense that, if the brainstem alone was being used, that they would act just entirely out of base instinct and not out of any kind of higher thinking. So it could be that all the people that are in there, the personalities of the people that they once were, might just be repressed inside the mind that might still be there, but just that part of the brain just isn't active. I don't know. But I'm definitely going to appeal to this guy because we kind of need him, and say that I'm not so sure now,
Any
because
different? At all?
diplomacy is
I
important.
think you might be right about there being something more to them. It was kind of nice in there.
No, it wasn't. But
Really? Never met someone who understood.
well,
It's...
obviously if you destroy enough of the brain, not only will there be trauma to the brain stem that would stop them from being able to move at all. Because that's the point I was making, is that the reason why they would be acting so animalistic is because they're acting off their brain stem and not the rest of the brain. But still, if you do enough trauma to the brain as a whole, it would damage the brain stem. Especially because you need, like, for a brain to work, you need a certain amount of, like, the cerebral, is it cerebral? I think so. Yeah, the fluid that's in the brain, or in the skull cavity, you know? And then you need a certain amount of like pressure, but you don't want too much pressure or too little pressure. It's a very, fragile balance. So, if you end up disrupting that by, stabbing into the brain, not only will there be a huge amount of blood in the situation, which would end up either increasing pressure because it's bleeding all over the place or decreasing pressure because it's bleeding out. And, it would just cause a lot of issues for a brain. But it is a
Thank you.
zombie brain, so we don't know exactly how they
I'm glad.
function. I mean, the rest of their body's dead.
Have
We don't
you
even know
ever
if their
killed a
blood
walker before?
really
I
flows.
have. Many.
Have you ever killed a person?
Many. But that was a long time ago.
Fair.
I've killed someone before too,
AJ,
You've killed someone?
but
It's
I
true.
was justified.
I see.
that's enough. What about the walkers? Are you going to help us save our friends?
I thought I could, but I can't. So many walkers would die.
Hmm.
All of the death this would cause.
Hmm. I don't know. I think my first response would be like, does he have a better plan? Because, just guilting him here and trying to make him see human lives as more important than zombie lives, I don't think is going to get us very far. But it's just like, I don't know. I feel like I would ask him for his opinion as to what he thinks would get us onto that boat without killing zombies, you know? So I guess, are you okay
I'm
with
sorry,
child
Clementine,
soldiers? Just like,
but I can't have more blood on my hands.
we
You
need to do
saved
this.
AJ and me because you said you didn't want us to become soldiers. What makes it okay this time? They're going to make all our friends into killers. More violence, more death. And you could have stopped it.
It is
I
true.
may be stubborn, but I'm not heartless. Those raiders are cruel. They force others to be the same. And if your friends are anything like you, I don't doubt they're worth saving. It'll take some time to guide them through the forest to the shore. Others will join the herd as they go. Tomorrow night, be ready. I can't undo this.
Good man. So, how much do you want to bet that the injury on his arm was a bite? Like, because that's what I'm betting. Because the second I saw the injury, I was like, seems kind of bitular.
Clem, when you said there might be people inside walkers, did you mean it? Is he right?
Finally, the game is giving me the option of I was just being diplomatic, you know? Finally.
Honestly, I just told him what he wanted to hear. Walkers are just walkers.
So you lied?
It's not
I
lying,
needed his
it's
help to save our
diplomacy.
friends.
So lies can help sometimes. Huh.
It's true.
Come on, AJ. Let's get back before it's too dark.
See, AJ's gotta learn this stuff. He's gotta learn the ins and outs of diplomacy. And of course manipulation. But that's all part of diplomacy, you know? That's how that works.
I've never met anyone like James before. I mean, he's tough. Not like you, though. He doesn't kill monsters, but he's not scared of them either.
Yeah.
He's cool.
Too bad he's probably gonna turn at some point. Probably.
Hey, Clem. Willie told me the plan. How'd things go with that guy?
Great.
James, he agreed to help us.
If somebody told me we were gonna sneak onto a boat in a herd of walkers, I'd have called them crazy.
So you can still call me crazy.
What are you doing with those?
Oh, well, I wanted to throw one last hootenanny before the big fight.
A hootenanny sounds good.
Huh?
It sounds like a swear.
No, it's just another word for party.
Right. I know it sounds strange, throwing a party, but people need something to lift their spirits right about now.
That's true.
This could be our last chance.
I wanted to make some tea for everyone. Could I borrow your little heater thing?
Sure.
What can I do?
We need to pretty up the old music room. Could you make us something colorful to hang up?
Okay, I'll be an artist. I'm gonna make the
Decoration.
a
Yes.
decoration for the party.
Okay, I'll get the heater.
That was on the floor to our left, right? Place your collectibles before. Do I have any collectibles? I don't think I do. We didn't really pick anything up in the last while. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything to place. We'll just grab this. I don't know where I missed them, but
I'm done, Clem. Come see.
Okay.
wow,
I'm
that
right
was
there.
fast. Maybe if I had placed more of the, you know, collectibles, then maybe we would have had more time for that to make sense. But bro literally just sat down like 2 seconds ago.
Hey, you're getting better at this. Soon you'll be as good an artist as 10.
I don't know. He's really good.
Something wrong,
Man, I wish I was as good an artist as AJ is.
AJ?
I was just thinking about stuff while I was drawing. There are 3 kind of eyes, Clem.
Sure, sure.
Oh, yeah?
There are live people eyes. We got those. Then there's monsters' eyes. Usually look like dirty water. Other times, monsters' eyes aren't even wet. And then there are live people eyes, right as you kill them. Like you did to Abel. His eyes look like you blew a candle out. He was
Yeah,
a bad
it
guy.
happens.
I know I shouldn't feel like this. I hated him, too. I think there's something wrong with me.
I don't think saying either of the, like, the right or bottom option are a good idea. But you're a good
You
person.
know what, AJ? Everything you're feeling is okay. It makes you a good person.
Yeah, not like me. I'm crazy.
Am I good? I wish what we did felt good. Part of me wants to like it. I'm getting real smart.
Is that right?
Yes, because I'm always thinking all the time.
Okay. What are you thinking about right now?
You getting bit, turning into a monster.
Oh.
Good is a relative
Yeah.
term. Yeah.
The older I get, the more I see it. I don't know why. What happens then? Anyone can get bit.
I'd
Doesn't
have to
matter if
eat
you're
you.
inside, or outside, or how careful you are.
AJ, we've talked about this a lot. If I get bit, you know what has to happen.
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
But you brought it up, so we're going to.
It does something weird to my stomach. Like I'm gonna get the dookies.
AJ, I need to know you remember what we talked about. What you're supposed to do if it happens. Listen to me. If I get bit, you'll...
I feel like we don't want to, because AJ can see a lot of death in his life and it not be too horrible because he's grown up like that. But for him to have to shoot us when we're kind of his like parental figure is a bit more trauma than we want to put on him. I feel like him leaving us is a better option. Like for most of the time when someone's turning, you want to get rid of them immediately so that you don't have another zombie in the world, but I feel like in this case he would want to leave and not add extra trauma on top of everything else that has gone wrong. So, just get out of
Run
there.
away as fast as...
No, I'm not gonna do that.
AJ, you promised.
I don't care. I'm not leaving you. If you get bit, I'd want you to bite me too.
What? You don't mean
I
that.
don't want to be alone. Please don't be mad. I can't live with you not with me, Clem. I know we've talked about it so much, but don't make me.
Okay, if that's how you want it. When I turn into a monster, I will bite you.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I probably
so
would
hard.
Be
anyways.
serious, Clem.
You can't break promises, AJ.
I know.
You're not letting this go, are you?
James said
Guess not.
that we could be around when we're monsters. Like on the inside. If you got bit and then bit me, then maybe we'd still be together. It would just be a different together.
I mean, it'd be better to meet
Then
up
I
in
think
the
we'll be
afterlife.
okay. You think so?
Let's say James might be right. That monsters have part of the person they were still inside them. The thing is, no one can prove that. And if we can't prove it, we're not going to risk our lives over it.
Can I go patrol for a bit? Before the party?
Sure, go ahead. Be careful. What's with AJ? He just needs some space.
Can we talk about what happened today? With Minnie?
Yeah, sure. What's wrong?
The thing is, seeing Minnie, I feel like it should have scared me, but it didn't. The person we ran into in the woods, that wasn't Minnie. Not really. The way she sounded and acted, the way she talked about Sophie and Lily. I'm confused, I guess.
It's not Minnie's fault. The raiders just got in her head.
I never said it was, but it doesn't change anything.
True.
Minnie, the real Minnie, she's gone. She's been gone this whole time, and I have to stop mourning her. I won't let her take you or AJ, or anyone else I care about.
Louis knows when to keep his head down.
Yeah, shit. You know what, I hope so.
We all hope so.
You know, when I first got here, I hated him. He was so much. You know, he walks into a room and it's like, look at me, watch me perform. It's so stupid.
That's just who he
But
is.
then I realized under all that, he really cares about people. And he doesn't just feel it, he says it. He'll tell you every goddamn day how much you mean to him. Shit, he'll probably sing about it.
Especially if there's already a famous song with your name in it.
We've got to get him back.
We will. Louis, Omar, Asim. We'll get them all back.
We'll try our best, at least. Maybe die trying.
I made you this.
A button? Sure. I like buttons.
A Clementine? Really?
It's like a name badge. It'll look good on your jacket.
What the heck is that? You found a beach ball?
Wow. Where did you find a beach ball?
It was in some garbage behind one of the dorms. I had to blow it up, and that was pretty gross. But look, it works.
I should get going. Ruby could probably use some help.
A beach ball is nice.
It's cool, right?
Super cool.
Back!
You're terrible.
He's got shorter arms. Harder for him to do that.
I love you, Clem.
I love you back, kiddo. Okay, we better get ready to go. Sounds like they need us in the music room.
Okay.
Let's bring the beach ball. It's perfect for a party. Or a hootenanny, as it were.
Looks like things are coming together.
Yeah. We still need to figure out lighting, music, and something to write on that banner.
If we're gonna die, we should have some fun first.
Music? But Lewis isn't here.
See that? It's like Lewis in a box. Come on, I'll show you how it works.
Pulled out the old headmaster's gramophone so he could play some records.
Hopefully it
Not much
still
of a
works.
selection, but it should do. Just tell me what you want to listen to.
Okay, I would, out of these, I'd probably go for classical, because that's more what I'm into out of these choices, but I think jazz would work best for a party. So,
Wouldn't happen to have any good jazz records, would you?
Oh, yeah. The old music teacher was a big fan.
because I mean, classical is
Cool
a
guy
bop,
up
but
until he ditched
it's
us
not
all.
great for a,
What's
you know,
jazz
party.
sound like?
That one's hard to describe. Just wait till you hear it. So you take one of those black things that look like plates, and you put it on here.
Let's see,
Wouldn't be a
candle
party
color.
without some kind of mood lighting. I've been going back and forth between colors for ages. Green's calming, but purple might be nice. Red
Well-
gets natural moonlight.
My dad's favorite color is purple, and I am quite partial to
So,
it, so we're gonna
something
go
to
for
complement
purple.
that, maybe?
Well, purple
See?
was my dad's favorite color.
I
She
read somewhere
concurs.
purple was a color of
Somehow,
royalty.
exactly.
Purple. Really?
And yes,
What?
purple was
like
the color
purple.
of royalty.
Shouldn't you like
And I'm sure everybody knows why, but just to reiterate why, it was because purple was actually an incredibly rare and difficult to make pigment, so only the richest of the rich people could wear purple because it was so very expensive. And so it basically became the color of royalty just by those were the only people that could afford to wear it. But also same with like pineapple and stuff like that. The pineapple was like the fruit. Is it a fruit? It was the food of royalty because it was so exotic in most places of the world that only the royalty could afford having it imported to them. So, you know, very good stuff.
it too? Violet? I'll make it happen.
I'm not too sure. I mean, I like pretty much all classical music as far as any classical music I've heard, I really like. I know there's some of Bach that I'm quite a fan of, and Mozart and Beethoven are just a given. But I don't know. I'm not sure really any in particular. Because I don't listen to it like dedicatedly on my own, but I certainly enjoy it whenever I hear it. Like my mom, she always listens to classical music at night, and you know, it's quite good. So yeah, I like it. Okay,
Are we
banner.
using the banner for some kind of party theme?
Not exactly. It's meant to be more motivational. I'd keep it short, though. There's not as much room as you think.
Okay, neither of these are good options here. Symphony 4, huh? I'll need to check it out if I remember.
I was thinking something uplifting like, we're gonna get through this.
Because the one on the left here is a bit morbid. The one on the right is just reminding everyone of the issues that we're dealing with. So, AJ.
AJ, why don't you come up with something?
Really?
I have an idea. It'll be a surprise.
Okay, I trust your judgment.
Okay, we'll have 10 break out his paintbrush and write it out. This place is gonna look great.
I hope he doesn't write something like super morbid or something.
Oh, and Willie was asking for you. He's up in Marlin's office. He said he had a surprise for the party, but he wanted to show it to you first.
Who's that? Who's Willie again? Is that the kid? Yeah, it is.
Hey, Clem, check it out. I found a bunch of books on ships.
Well, that's good.
There's some awesome stuff about fires at sea and explosions and stuff. The key is the boiler.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I have an idea about how to stop those assholes coming back to the school after we've rescued the others. And from hurting anyone else ever again. We're gonna blow up the boat. It's the only way to make sure they don't come back. Besides, it feels right, you know? For Mitch.
Mitch would approve.
Mitch would love this plan.
I know, it's perfect. I can't think of a better memorial than to blow that boat out of the water. The tricky bit is timing the explosion so that it happens after you get off the boat. Trust me, this'll work. We'll be okay.
Okay, everybody, get ready to boogie.
And, Clem, I'm sorry for before. About how I treated Ten. I didn't mean to get so angry. I know it's not his fault.
That's nice, Willie, but don't tell me. Tell 10.
It's true. And make sure that that AJ sees you apologizing to him. Jazz is quite nice too, occasionally. It's not like my favorite music, but I certainly have nothing against it.
Wow, this looks great, Ruby.
Couldn't have done it without you. But just wait till you see what else I've got planned. Go ahead and mingle. I'll let you know when it's time.
I guess I'll mingle? I see you two are working together.
Yeah, Willie asked me to help with his special project.
Well, that's good to hear. Is it ready?
Good to go, Clem.
It'll work.
Actually, I was thinking maybe we should name it. Something cool. I mean, I think it deserves a name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Naming
we
explosives are
absolutely have
good.
to name it.
I thought you'd make fun of me, but hell yeah. Let's name this fucker.
Let's see.
How about Mitch's masterpiece?
Yeah, I like that.
I mean, it's a memorial to him, so
Okay, then it's settled.
might as well name it after him.
I found them.
What?
Okay, Clementine. These here are our official Erickson psych evaluations and probationary reports.
Wow.
Okay.
I don't get it.
Well, these explain why all of us got sent to this school in the first place.
And all the bad shit we did that kept them from sending us back home.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the game?
I figured if we're all going on this crazy mission together, you might as well know who we really are. So, I'll read
At least who
some
you
of what
were.
the adults thought about us. And you have to guess which one of us fits the bill. I'll
I
make
think-
sure it's someone you've actually met. This'll be the first one.
I was gonna say this will be easy,
While
but
otherwise a remarkable student, blank continues to be plagued by fits of anger, uncontrollable cursing, and repeated physical altercations with the senior faculty.
ooh, that is. My first thought was it was Marlon. He seems like he would be the kind of person that would get into physical altercations, and he was quite, you know, partial to swearing. But also Violet is pretty violent. I don't think it was Ruby. I mean, Ruby, she definitely seems tough on the outside, and you could definitely see her as being one of the people that would cause altercations, but I don't think it was her. She's just kind of too nice under the, under the tough facade, you know? So I think it's between Violet or Marlon. And I don't know. I don't want to assume that it was Marlon, but I also don't want to assume that it was Violet. Or it could have been both of them, to be very honest. Although Violet is too quiet. So I'm going to say Marlon.
Well, not to speak ill of the dead, but that sounds exactly like Marlon.
You'd think so, but nope.
Really?
The person in the file. Imagine Marlon times another Marlon.
That's Ruby's file.
Holy shit, really?
Guilty as charged.
Yeah.
That's weird.
You should have seen Ruby
She's so
back in
different
the early days.
nowadays.
She was like you ever seen those Tasmanian devil cartoons when you were a kid? That was our Ruby. He used to have a mean streak a mile long.
Don't worry. That was a long time ago.
I mean, I can totally see it. The first time I met Ruby, she was all, that little motherfucker.
This is a good,
You
impression.
guys want to know why I got sent here?
Willie, please, no.
Chronic masturbation.
Trust me. Nobody wanted to know that.
I'm guessing that's why we didn't start with his file. Yeah.
What does that mean?
Don't you dare.
Anyway, maybe we should change up the music?
I like all kind of different music, I think.
There's a lot of them.
How many?
Well, it'd be nice to listen to all three, see what's going on. So let's
I don't know.
jump to
A
classical,
lot.
I suppose.
Sure, we've heard enough of this. Put on the classical stuff.
Well, that's nice.
I didn't realize how many of us we lost.
Remember that Justin guy?
And Theresa and Jasper, that one girl with colored braces, and Joey, Maddie, Lamar.
Aaron. Yeah, I used to make fun of her braces. Why did I do that?
Alex, Dewey, Trey, Stephanie. Holy crap, how many of us died?
Just didn't even realize that
34.
until now. Oh, geez. That's a lot.
Whose is it?
Lewis.
Should we read it?
I could tell you why I was sent here instead. You know, as a consolation prize or whatever.
Sure.
You might hate me after, but since we're all being so open and all.
I was hoping you'd tell me.
I spent a lot of time at my grandma's house growing up. What with my dad being a drunk and my mom working 3 jobs. But after my grandpa died, Grandma just kind of shut down. Spent all day and night rocking in her little chair in the den.
I get that.
I'd sit there at her feet as we both watched TV. Mostly cartoons, since she never seemed to care.
Mm-hmm,
Sometimes I could hear her crying, but I didn't look back. I'd just feel really weird and turn up the volume, you know? Anyway, one day she left the den and came back with another chair and a .22 rifle. Set the rifle butt on the top of the chair, holding the barrel back to her chest. So, you know, she had trouble reaching the trigger this way, but she must have known it would happen, because she took out this really tacky wooden back scratcher. The real long kind with the one end shaped like a hand, and used that to push the trigger in. So yeah, bang. Right. Her body folded up and just kept rocking. My mom came to get me 5 hours later. I hadn't moved. She asked why I didn't call the police or an ambulance or anything.
I mean, it wouldn't have been useful at that point.
I just shrugged and told her it wasn't like Grandma was going anywhere. And besides, I just wanted to finish my cartoons.
Based Violet. Just like, yeah, Grandma may be dead, but my cartoons. Gotta watch that SpongeBob.
She shipped me off to Erickson the next
day.
I was 11.
I'm so sorry, Violet. I can't imagine what that was like. What you went through.
Also, I've got to say, setting up an elaborate, setup just for shooting yourself with a rifle, like, you don't need to go through all that. It's very simple. I don't know why people make that stuff so much more complicated than it has to be. It's a very simple thing to shoot yourself with a rifle. So I just, it seems over convoluted if you know what I'm saying.
We've just been through a lot of shit. We weren't good people, Clementine. But it still doesn't mean that we should have been left here to die by the people that were supposed to take care of us.
True.
Sorry. This is supposed to be fun. I'm just not the game type like Lewis was, I guess.
You mean is. We'll see him soon.
True.
Ten's
True.
right.
We're gonna get him back.
Hey, I've got an idea. Do you guys remember when Minnie would sing us Don't Be Afraid when all of us used to get scared?
Too bad I can't play it. Lou would have known how. He liked that one.
You could just sing it to us, like she used to. Your voice is really pretty.
Okay, yeah. All right, I can do that.
Also, I like how the music stopped playing for this. I know it stopped playing like a minute ago, but...
Never mind the darkness. Never mind the storm. Never mind the blood-red moon. The night will be over soon. The night will be over soon. Brush away the sorrow. Brush away the tears. Sing away your heavy heart. The night will be over soon. The night will be over soon. For every night goes quiet, and every moon grows blue. Beyond the dark comes something new. The sun will be rising soon. The sun will be rising sun will be rising soon.
Well, that was good stuff. Although, like, because there was so much time between the verses, there were like 3 times that I thought the song was over, and then she just got into another verse a few seconds later. But yeah, good stuff. This isn't where we're supposed to be. This is a different game.
Hey, Sweet Pea.
Lee?
Why the train? You always pick the train.
I'm not sure. Maybe because this is where it all started. Where you taught me to shoot and to cut my hair. To be ready for what was coming.
You were a quick study. So, what's on your mind this time?
I'm worried, Lee. I've got a lot of people depending on me, and I don't know if what I'm doing is right.
Oh, I know that feeling.
Yeah, he does.
You know, I was making it all up as I went along, right?
He kind of was, yeah.
Couldn't let on, of course.
I never noticed. It just felt like you always knew the right thing to do.
Yeah? Well, I got lucky. Luck counts for a lot.
And you use logic. Logic and luck.
I'm gonna need some now.
You want to tell me about what you're up against?
I'm with a new group now, and I've been in so many, and they always fall apart. But I really like this one. It's different. It almost feels like home.
That's a good thing. It's hard being alone out there.
But we're in trouble. Some bad people captured my friends, and getting them back might get the rest of us killed.
I'm not worried.
What?
Whatever trouble you're in, you get out of it. You get your friends out of it.
You don't know that.
I know you're a survivor. The Clementine I know is gonna fix it. I really believe that.
You're right. I just needed to hear you say it. I'm going to get my friends out of this. Every one of them. Alive.
That's right. Imagine what Lewis is gonna say when he sees your face.
I mean,
Those
hopefully we'll
boys
get
are
them
gonna
out of
have
here.
hope again, knowing that you came to rescue them.
Yeah, definitely this
Sweet
flashback
pea, you
is
know
well
you
made.
always get like this before something big. Remember how scared you were before you charged into that mess at McCarroll Ranch? You survived that, didn't you?
That was different. I was alone.
I know. It's harder when you have something to lose. But having people you care about, that's a good thing.
Generally.
They're fighting beside you. Because of you. Come see me again. When you've gotten them out, okay? Out. And safe. Sound good? And hopefully we can talk about happier things.
I meant what I said. Every single one of my friends is a fighter. We'll make it. I'm just, you know, talking myself up to it.
To think when I cut your hair, I was just following the advice of an old drunk we just met. But you have a knack for surviving. You've kept those kids alive. They look up to you. You're a leader, Clem. A natural.
Thank you, Lee. Talking to you always makes me feel a little bit better.
Kind of
I
interesting
meant to ask,
seeing
how's
the
the boy?
characters and environment from the
He's
first
good,
game
Lee.
in the
You'd
fourth
like him.
game's style.
I bet. You teach him to shoot yet?
You have no idea.
I guess the world got pretty hard since I left it. A kid growing up in it, he'd be hard too. You're in my shoes now, raising a kid. Think you got a handle on it?
Yeah,
It
he's a
can't be
real
easy.
psychopath.
Wanted to give him a childhood, but knowing what it takes to survive now.
AJ's amazingly. I've taught him to be strong and brave and capable.
And heartless.
He'd be so proud.
Heartless is very important.
You mean more than I already am? Wow. Just look at you. Just look at you. This group you like, they better not live in the city. You know, I told you to avoid those.
They don't. No one goes into the cities anymore. It's an old
Smart.
boarding school in the woods, miles from anywhere, with no adults at all.
No adults?
It works, I promise.
Time to go, Clementine.
I mean, in the apocalypse, the kids have grown up so fast that they're practically adults at this point anyway.
You've got people that need you.
Although it is kind of ironic that all the kids survived, but all the adults end up dying.
Goodbye, Lee.
Or running away and leaving the kids there. Although I suppose the adults did kind of outnumber the kids.
Wake up.
Or the kids outnumbered
It's
the
time to
adults
go.
quite a bit at the school, so it makes sense that some of the kids would survive, but
We got a long walk.
yeah, we do. And yeah, I mean, it's a good coping mechanism. I mean, I have kind of the same coping mechanism, but usually it's not somebody that I know or knew.
I guess we're really doing this.
Only the team blending in with the walkers need to cover themselves.
Now we just need your walker friend to...
He's here.
Good lord.
Hello.
He really did just sneak up on us, didn't he? Jeez. Salutations.
This is James.
He's my friend.
Yeah, he's nice.
He's, so cool.
Yeah, see?
How do you get the skin like that?
Oh, Clementine?
Can I try it on?
That's not a good idea.
Come on, please.
Willie, stay focused. Now isn't the time for this. We can ask questions later.
Yeah, right. Sorry. I'm focused.
Yeah. Focused.
And sorry I tried to shoot you that one time. Your mask looks so real.
It's because it is real.
Hey. Hey there, James. Sorry about Willie.
Is this the guy that Clem said she'd marry?
Yeah.
Context? There's context to
Clementine,
this.
could I speak to you alone for a moment?
Good idea. Hold tight.
Hey, Tank, can you come talk for a sec? There's something I have to tell you.
The walkers. They'll be here in a little while. You can join them as they pass through the trees. The noise from the boat will draw them toward the water.
Then we can get on board and save our friends.
Your friends are different. Open-minded. accepting.
I mean, they grew up in the
Like you.
apocalypse, so yeah.
That's not usually how my first impressions go. Sorry, I feel like I'm rambling. It's just being welcomed. It's strange.
Yeah, well, they don't scare easy. Not after what we've been through.
Yeah.
Even if you are wearing a skin mask.
They're brave. That's good. Courage isn't always easy. I wanted to show you something. Was my boyfriend, Charlie. We joined the Whisperers together.
What happened to him?
But it changed him. In a way that couldn't be undone. It changed both of us.
That's not good.
What do you mean?
The Whisperers were my family. From a young age. In that time, I witnessed a lot of death and suffering. Eventually, I became the cause of it. Weakness was considered a poison. And I believed in that fiercely. So much so that when another boy expressed sympathy for our enemy before an attack, I slit his throat.
Understandable.
I didn't talk to him. Didn't consider who he was, what he felt. Honestly, I don't even remember his name.
That's kind of hard to believe. Doesn't sound anything like you.
Not anymore, but it was. I had no doubt in my mind that I was right. After he died, I kept hearing his words in my head. Those people are like us, just on a different path. I stopped killing after that. I changed. No one else did. When AJ told me he killed someone, it reminded me of them. Of myself. When he said it was the right thing to do. Taking life like that, from a young age, it breaks something inside you. It broke something in Charlie.
I mean, maybe it's not a thing that you should have in the apocalypse, though.
I'm afraid if AJ kills again, he won't be able to go back. He won't be the same boy he was. I've seen it happen too many times.
Being ruthless is what's kept him alive. That's all that matters.
And if history remains true, it'll be what gets him killed.
To a degree, that's fair, but...
They're close. Soon there will be enough of them to provide us cover. I'll lead you through the herd until you reach the boat. That's as far as I go. After that, it's up to you.
Thank you.
Take care of AJ.
Okay, he's ready to go. The walkers are getting close. Ruby, you're in charge of the horses. Willie, Ten, take care of the supplies.
I've got the bomb.
Find the boiler. There'll be a door on the bottom with ash and stuff. Put it in there.
I still feel like we're horribly unprepared for this, but
See you all on the other side.
we'll see how this goes.
I'll cut it open. Violet told me about Minnie.
Yeah, I figured
That
she did.
Sophie died, and Minnie is one of them now. Just, if you see her out there, tell her I forgive her.
Olgie.
Please. I tell her myself, but I just want her to be okay.
No plan survives contact with the enemy. That is very true.
If we see her, I'll let her know.
All plans go out the window.
Thanks.
Which is why I guess that the plan isn't as much what matters and more the setup. You know, you need to be set up for when you attack the enemy well enough that if you don't have a plan, then
It's time. We
everything
gotta
will
move.
still be fine.
Clem?
happens if someone else gets caught while we're in there? What if it's you? I couldn't save Minnie or Lou or Sim. Omar. You saved me from these people. In a way, you've saved most of us. And if something happened to you, and it was my fault,
We'll be fine.
I can't lose you too.
We'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
I won't.
That's not going to happen, Violet. I'm not going anywhere. I promise.
I know that's easy to say, but... Look, I've got your back. Okay? That's all.
Are we good?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, let's bring our friends back home.
All of them.
All of
Yeah.
them.
All of them that survive.
It's ready. So, I know this is gonna sound gross, but...
Covering your smell. Smart.
See, that's why we like Violet. She's open to these things.
Get my back? Thanks.
We gonna do it?
We're doing it.
Oh yeah. Although they're probably going to be shooting the zombies, so I still don't see how this plan gets us any closer to the boat.
Okay, follow
You know?
my lead. Here we go.
Oh, I see. So when they're about to shoot, you get
Stay
behind a
the
walker,
walkers. Use them as shields.
because they're always going to be going for the head. We'll just stay behind this guy. There's nobody else around. There's literally... Oh, there's this guy. Yeah. There was no other zombies around. We need to kind of keep mental track of all the zombies in our vicinity.
Stay behind the walkers. Use them as shields.
Okay, stay behind this one. Still two up there. Okay, that one's gone. That one might be gone soon. Yeah. Fall back, get one.
Damn it, the horses!
Hey, get that fire under control.
Get rid of these fucking walkers!
Alright, we made
Come
it.
on, Willie.
But like Tetris, is that how Tetris works?
Supplies going overboard.
I don't know if that's how Tetris works.
Someone get over there and see what's going on.
Okay, now's our chance. We can't risk leaving cover. We'll have to crawl along the side of the dock.
You guys know how to swim, right? You know, just in case.
The guts are washing off.
Well, we hopefully won't need to walk through any zombies after this point.
way.
Oh, the zombies are underwater too. I mean, of course they would be. They don't really need to breathe. I was preemptively queuing. I knew what was coming.
Fuck, are you okay? I'm fine. Stay close. Stay hidden.
Alright, interesting. Where's the next cover? Here it is. Nice. Easy game, easy life.
Come on, let's hurry. Ready, AJ? Walkers!
Can you... Okay. It really does not aim all that quickly. So I guess I need to aim exactly where I want to aim before actually pressing right click. Because the turning while aiming is incredibly slow.
Come on, let's hurry. Ready, AJ? Walkers!
And yes, every email I send is just Q right at the start. Because you gotta preemptively start the Q spamming, you know? Who knows when, you know, you're starting an email, they might have a quick time event that you need to
Find the boiler
Q
and place the
spam.
bomb. We'll get our friends out. Ninny said they keep prisoners on the second deck. Look out for guards and stay quiet, okay?
Right behind you.
Good. I'll scout ahead and signal when it's clear. Got it?
Find the boiler. Why do they have so much hay on this boat? Yeah, let's not go that way. It's a ship door. You're not gonna be able to burst right through it. These things are heavy duty, and they lock very well. Okay, what's over here? That's just hay storage. Okay.
I can see the boiler.
All right. Well, we found the boiler. I guess we're going upstairs. Alright, we're not going upstairs. We're a bit trapped unless we're willing to fight through some enemies.
Hey, who's there?
Yo, mama. I'm great at stealth. Oh yeah. Got him.
That's where we need to plant the bomb.
There's too much stuff in the way.
Maybe there's another way in.
How many bullets do they have?
Wait here.
I miss being on boats. I mean, we're not going to take him out if we aim for the leg.
There you go, Mitch's masterpiece. Bury this thing in the bottom of the river. Once they start up this boat, we won't have much time before it explodes. How long?
Peru.
Not sure. An hour, 30 minutes.
Let's hurry up then.
I wouldn't even say an hour or 30 minutes. I mean, if that's a boiler, that thing's gonna be super, super hot. It will ignite those chemicals long before you get out of here if they start it up anytime soon.
Yes, ma'am. I have a little brother, short, scarred face. He's not out there, is he?
Look, we've discussed this. Your family is Delta now. There ain't no room for anyone else.
Yes, ma'am.
Shit. Of course she had to be the cell guard. We can't sneak past her.
You sure? Oh, she might be kind of dumb. Why am I aiming at her?
Get out. Not without our people. I swear to God, if you got 10 caught up in this, just tell me that he's safe. Give me that. He told me to tell you. He forgives you. Shit.
It's a nice crossbow, though. Gotta say.
Get everyone out. Then you take my brother and run. Get him back to where it's safe. Come on, we have to hurry.
Yeah, we might want to tell her that the ship is set to below
Clementine?
and that she should come with us.
Oh my God, are you okay?
He doesn't look hurt.
Yeah, I'm all right. We're all right. Take care of Lewis first. He's in rough shape.
I'll unlock the other cell. We don't have a lot of time before Dorian comes back. Violet, help me with these guys.
Got it.
Lewis.
What the fuck are you doing? Don't fucking point it at me!
Come in, Violet.
Don't test me! Minnie, let us go! No!
This is going well.
Oh.
Lewis.
He doesn't seem to be doing too well.
What did they do to you?
No, don't. They cut out his tongue. He kept fucking talking.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, Lewis. getting out of here, okay? Let's get you home. Shh. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You'll be home soon.
I mean, it's not exactly a logical move. Generally, you don't want to maim your prisoners.
We're not staying here that long.
Clem, are you all right?
I'm fine. Where's AJ? Over here! Thank God.
Shit. At least we're not moving yet. We've still got time to figure this out.
Let's see. And we gotta get off the boat before the bomb goes off. Or at least be ready to get off the boat when the bomb goes off. Because the bomb is going to,
They must have taken away my knife.
take down the boat if it doesn't blow up the whole thing.
AJ! Do you still have your knife?
Yeah, they didn't find it. Only the big one.
Good. I need you to slide it over to me.
Wow, that is some, slippery metal that you slid it across. What would a shiv be able to do against that thing? You're not going to be able to cut through it. Unless you had, like, I don't know, a few hours. So we could, oh yeah, we could get the metal off and then possibly get down to the other thing, the little latch. Hey.
Whatever you doing, don't. I promise you. It ain't worth it. Step back.
She awake?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. I'll take it from here.
Lily, buddy, pal, friendo, how's it going? Minerva, not
Where's
buddy,
Abel?
pal, or friendo.
He's dead. We killed him. We put a knife in his head.
That's not the full story.
Fuck, you little monster.
We showed him mercy. He was terrified of turning, so we stopped him from having to.
Yeah, he was
We
dying.
gave him what he wanted.
I'm sure you did. Back up. Minerva. Open the door.
Yes, ma'am.
Normally, the trouble you caused, I'd shoot you and toss you overboard.
But
But I'm genuinely impressed.
yeah, you
First,
would be.
You organize these idiot kids into a fighting force and kill 2 of my most experienced soldiers. Then you sneak onto my boat under the cover of a herd.
Yeah.
I bring a prize like you back to the Delta, it might make this whole clusterfuck of a mission worth it.
Honestly, I could probably
Someone like
solo
you,
the entire other camp. Like, if I'm being honest. But that brings up the moral question of, killing these guys is one thing. And I'm fine with that, because they're jerks. But who is it that they're fighting against? Because these guys are bad enough. If it's true that the other camp is worse, then I don't want to deal with them. I do not want them to exist, and I would rather side with these guys than those ones. But I don't know. I don't think that comes into the whole equation here. I think we're just thinking short term, trying to keep all our friends from having to fight them, you know? So let's see.
So young with so much potential.
Look, if I'm the one you want, let the others go.
This isn't a negotiation. This is me telling you how things are going to be.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You know, my father, Larry, was a military man. And when I was a kid, he had all kinds of rules. The thing that bugged him most was waste. If I
agree.
ever left a light on after leaving a room, he'd flip.
Understandable.
No matter how many times he ranted about the cost of electricity, I could never remember to hit that switch.
So
one day, he let our power get cut. He liked illustrations to show that actions have consequences. No more TV, no more hairdryer, no more ice cream sandwiches. Just a miserable family sitting in the dark.
that seems like a pretty stupid way to make a point.
It was extreme. But I never left the lights on again. My father had his
Fair.
faults, but he showed me the effectiveness of teaching by example.
Oh, is that what this is? A lesson?
I want to tell you a story. Let's
I like
call
stories.
it The Parable of the Twins. Two girls were taken from their home and brought to a new place to live. They had to leave their friends and family behind, and that was hard at first. They shed a lot of tears. But the new place was a good place. The people there grew corn and raised pigs, and the twins ate well for the first time in years. They had hot showers, clean clothes, beds. They were given guns and trained to use them. The people there were kind to these girls.
Sure, sure.
All that was asked in return was that they help defend the group. You see, this place had a lot of enemies, killers and thieves who wanted what they had.
They threatened to cut out their tongues?
They only do that to the ones who can't keep their mouths shut. One of the girls saw that this was a place worth fighting for, and her tears dried.
Yeah, Marlon could have
But the other
done a lot
twin,
more with the
she
resources
could
they had.
never forget her old home. She rejected every gift, every opportunity, stirred up trouble every chance she got. She convinced her sister to help her steal a raft and leave on the river. Of course, they didn't get far. What happened then, Minerva?
I killed her.
What the
Jesus
fuck?
Christ.
Minnie, no, tell me it's not true.
Your own sister? Why would you do that?
She was twisting my head with her lies.
And?
I made a mistake. I needed to show my loyalty to the place I call home.
Like it or not, you're one of my people now, Clem. The question is, which twin are you going to be? The loyal one, or the dead one?
What have you done to her head?
Well, you see, here's the thing. She was thinking too small. She was just like, oh yeah, if we can just get out of here, then we'll be fine. Well, personally, if I'm taken captive to a place and I want to stab them in the back, I'm not just gonna escape and hope that everything goes fine. I am going to tear down that entire camp piece by piece until there is nothing left of it, and then walk away from the ashes. So, you know, I don't think they want to trust anything I say. You know?
You fucking psychotic bitch! You're evil!
We gotta be diplomatic,
All
so they
right,
take you
Lily,
in,
You made your point.
and then I burn them
do what you
to
want.
ashes.
What? No! You can't become a soldier in their army.
Just don't hurt anyone else.
Good.
I'm surprised to hear you bend so easily.
It's called
But as
diplomacy.
I
You
said
could learn
before,
it, Lily.
This isn't a negotiation. Pull the mouthy one out of the cell. They clearly didn't get the moral of the story. We'll have to help them understand.
Stop! Don't hurt Violet, or I'll hurt you.
Hey, yo. You better cool it, or you gonna get yourself hurt.
Fuck no! Get off of me!
Easy. Stay still.
Shit! Fuck you! No!
Don't make this hurt more than it
Now, there's a few things here. First of all, I do have bargaining chips, you know, at my disposal that I could stop this from happening, I'm fairly certain. Additionally, if AJ does anything here, I'm pretty sure things will not go well. But I also, obviously, am not going to speak up on Violet's behalf for some reason, so the only way to stop them would be let AJ do what he does. But he doesn't have a weapon, so what the heck is he going to do against someone like 3 times his size and who also has a weapon, you know? I feel like the only way to keep AJ safe is to stop him and you know, tell him off, because this is not the kind of situation where you need to be aggressive. You know, don't you think? Because really, there's no way that that goes well. There's 3 of them. 2 of them have ranged weapons. 1 has a melee weapon. There's nothing else that he can do that would actually help the situation. He would only prolong the situation and get himself in trouble at the same time.
AJ, no! Fuck, no, no, no! Fuck! No! We'll kill you!
You think you can kill me?
I know I can. We'll throw you in the river, and we'll put a knife right to the side of your head.
Big talk for a little guy.
I know I can do it. I killed Marlon, and I was justified. Dang.
So you killed Marlon. Huh. I bet you'd make a great soldier.
I mean, he would. He most certainly. I raised him right.
Lily, please, don't hurt AJ. I'll do whatever you want.
Clem seems to care a lot about you. Come on, let's go have a chat. Just us.
Don't you fucking touch him! Clem!
No, no, please!
Clementine!
AJ!
Keep an eye on her, Minerva.
Lily,
Get
don't!
this thing moving. I want to be far away from here. Fast.
I'll start up the boiler.
Alright, our time is limited.
Don't you dare look at me like that! This is the only way we survive.
Who are you? Fuck survival! Look at what you're doing!
Minnie, please. I just want to talk to you for a second. I'm sorry we never searched for you. For Sophie. I'm sorry we trusted that fucker Marlon. If I ever thought there was a chance.
I know. I know. Okay? But Sophie's dead. You all need to understand. This is the only way.
She's a little deaf.
Lay down, stay in line, or you die. The people you love die. If you just do what.
I'm liking the look of that ram door option. That is a good option in my book. Especially because we're not going to talk sense into her at this point. And we don't necessarily have to kill her, we just need to knock her out so hard that, you know, she doesn't wake up for a while. So, Yeah, and we only have a small amount of time to get moving, or else the boiler is gonna explode and we're all gonna die. So,
They say
rammy
you can
rammy.
live. All of you.
Get effed.
Behind you! You're the fucking problem here! I won't let you get them all killed! Nerva! I can't let her leave! Shit!
Go, Violet. Yeah, baby. That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Not a killing blow, but you know. Good enough, Violet. Good enough.
Come on, we have to go. I can't leave her. Go, I'll catch up.
Clem, come on! We have to get the hell out of here.
Go, I need to find AJ.
Better see you on land.
You will.
Thanks for the knife.
Shit, they started the boiler.
We'll focus that energy, sharpen it. I've known Clementine since before this all started. She'll come around.
What am I waiting for?
You'll come around too, once you see what we have to offer.
Nothing's changing.
Plenty
They're
of
just,
food, comfortable
I guess they
beds
look
for you
away.
and Clem. You can even
Yeah.
share a room.
Found one more sneaking over the docks.
Stink.
Tin!
Fuck.
Tennessee, did you get lost?
Ma'am! He wasn't alone. I got something else to show you.
What might that be?
This way.
Found this in the herd.
No wonder there were so many walkers. Must have thought you were clever leading those walkers here. Or was that Clementine's idea? Nothing to say?
You don't fucking scare me.
Is that so?
You force your ways onto others. Because you're afraid. Because you're weak.
I
That's
give
fair.
my people a cause to fight for. The thing about people like him, AJ, is that they're too broken to fit into a community. They won't fight for anyone but themselves. Kill it.
No! What the fuck?
Easy there, 10.
Don't hurt him. Just stop hurting people. Please.
Shoot her!
Come on, 10. Be like AJ.
Why don't we all just take a breath, all right?
Give me my friends back.
Put down the gun.
Let them go. All of us. Or else.
Fine. Go ahead then. Do it. Save your friends. That's what you came here to do, isn't it?
Kill him.
Oh, I see. You came here to cry.
Tim.
Looks like you're not a soldier either.
Please, don't!
No!
What are we doing? Why don't I stab her? I have a knife. What has happened? Like, seriously, what was it aiming for? It had a little aiming reticle, and then it was just like, I couldn't click on her at all. I have a knife. Where did that go? What was it aiming at? You need to hold it, of course. Yeah, see, there's the knife. It magically appeared in my hand after I can't use it anymore.
You made a big fucking wait.
All right.
AJ, wait! I give up. I will give up. Put down the gun. I'll let everyone leave. My crew and I will leave. We won't bother you anymore. Oh!
AJ! She's not a threat. Lower the gun.
You weren't down there. You didn't see what she did. She cut my friend's tongue out.
You don't have to do this, please!
It's a trick!
Don't you fucking dare, AJ!
Just...
Now, I personally, if I were Clementine, would rush over and take the gun from AJ and shoot her myself. But here's the issue. When it comes to these games, you never know what is going to happen. And the issue is, if he doesn't shoot her, then she can still retaliate. She has a hurt leg, but that doesn't mean that she's, you know, absolutely helpless. So I don't want him to shoot her, but at the same time, there's no option for me to take over the situation. But if he stands down, he might give Zombie Man the gun, and that is also a good situation because then he can defend him. So I don't want him to do it.
Give me the gun.
You can't let her hurt anyone else.
Lower the gun, AJ.
And give it to me. Give it to me.
Okay.
Give the gun to me. I'll shoot her. Give it to me. Don't give it to him. He's a wimp. Give it to me. I'm over here.
James!
You see what happens when you don't give the gun to me? You see what happens?
No!
I mean, I don't care as much about James. He was kind of a wimp. And kind of a weirdo, too.
Shit, the bomb! AJ!
Alright. Bombing time. Bomb them. It worked well. The bomb, it went off. Yeah, Abel's dead. Good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, she's missing in action, of course. Yeah, Violet's also who knows where. But Violet knew the bomb was there, so she might have gotten out of there. Yeah.
Sometimes I am tossed and driven.
Rip James.
Sometimes I know not where to roam. I heard of a city called heaven. I'm striving to make it my home.
Yeah, I'm gonna replay it at some point. I have a couple different playthroughs that I was thinking of, because there's the there's the playthrough where I just do different options. 0 to 6. There were 6 to collect. Oh, I could have collected the wind chime? When could I have done that? Anyway. Because yeah, where I just make different choices than the one I made this time, with having knowledge of, first of all, being able to pause it, because the entire like first game I didn't know how to pause. So I think that I'll be able to make different choices than I made the first time using that. Additionally, I would like to go through and do a playthrough where I choose the silence option every single time it's available and just see what happens. You know, any silence option that doesn't get us killed, to just see how it turns out if we just say as little as possible. Because I think that would be funny. All right. Well, that was interesting. It was very interesting. And everything went a big bada boom. So, I suppose we'll see what happened because of that next time. Yeesh. But yeah, everything went pretty wrong there. I don't know if choices I made earlier in the game would have made this better. Like, I'm still thinking, if I had clicked on her when I was aiming that bow during the raid, would Lily have been dead, and would none of this have happened the same way? Because if she was dead, there would be very much less, you know, to do in all of this, you know, because she's like the main threat here. Yeah, and thank you for showing up to the stream once again. I'll probably finish this off in the next stream, and then I don't know what I'll be doing after that. You know, it's kind of the issue with with jumping between games, is that, you know, I don't know what else you would want to see me play. So after this, it's like Minecraft, maybe Minecraft. There is a Minecraft server, or two Minecraft servers, I think, that Morg has up and running right now, but, you know, who knows what is going to be next. It's just always sad when it's like, you know, you get people watching because of one specific playthrough, and then the second the playthrough's done, they leave, and it's like, it's very sad, because I don't know how to exactly retain viewers when I jump between games of completely different genres, you know, but who knows. We at least have one more stream of this, and then we'll just kind of play it by ear, see what happens next. Maybe I'll play some Project Zomboid, because that's always a good game. But I'll need to figure out how to survive the first couple days first, because that is definitely the issue with me. Like, if I survive the first couple days, I can usually survive, like, a long time, because you've gotten through that initial period, but it's very difficult to survive those first couple days usually. So I'll work on that, see if I can't get better at it, and then maybe I'll stream it. Who knows? We shall see. So I'll see you tomorrow, and yeah, goodbye and all that.